The first criminal trial for former President Donald Trump is set to begin tomorrow in Manhattan.
WGN Sean Lewis has the latest on what Trump and his team are saying ahead of the proceedings.
For the first time in American history, a former president turns to criminal defendant at trial. Unlike his two recent civil trials for which Trump was found liable for sexual abuse and fraud, this is a criminal trial unrelated to three other indictments for election interference and mishandling of classified documents. It is in New York State Court and revolves around hush money paid to porn star Stormy Daniels ahead of the election in 2016. Prosecutors allege Trump falsified business records to hide the true nature of those payments made to his former personal attorney and longtime fixer Michael Cohen, who will be a key witness in this case. A conviction could lead to a Trump prison sentence.
Mr. Blanche, why the change of venue?
For the better part of a week, Trump's attorneys have tried every legal maneuver to delay the start of this trial as the presumptive Republican nominee continues to hold rallies.
I'm calling on crooked Joe Biden to debate anytime, anywhere, any place, right there.
On Saturday, in President Biden's home state of Pennsylvania, the former president agreed that he would meet Biden on the debate stage and repeated his assertion without details of the New York hush money case being directed by his political foe.
The entire world will witness the commencement of the very first Biden trial. They're all Biden trials, you know that, right? And I'm proud to do it for you. Have a good time watching. Have a good time watching.
Trump also lashing out at Judge Juan Merchan, who issued an order barring Trump from making any public statements about witnesses, prosecutors, or jurors in the hush money trial.
I will be forced to sit fully gagged. I'm not allowed to talk. Can you believe it? I have a crooked judge. This has never happened before, by the way. You do know that, right?
This trial is not going to have major political ramifications that a lot of people, I think it may have. When it comes to these issues, people see it more as reality TV at this point.
Sunday morning, a former outspoken critic of Trump in the primary who now supports his candidacy said while chaos follows Trump, it doesn't seem to sway voters for now.
Whether it's a conviction or what that conviction looks like, a lot of folks, they conflate all four of these different trials that he's in. I don't think it's good that he's going to be in the court. That takes him off the campaign trail. He'll try to victimize it, and that has worked for him. Right now, this is about an election. Right? This is about politics. That's what people are judging this on. And the ultimate, decision will be in November to see where people are.
Jury selection begins on Monday to find the 12 Manhattan residents who will hear this case. On Friday, Trump told reporters he would testify in his own defense. Sean Lewis, WGN News.